Hi guys, Collar here, bringing you Game 2 in Group E of the '08 Arena MSL. And this was played earlier today. And in this game we have Goodfriend versus Shark. Goodfriend's a Terran player who's been around the block for a while. He won a silver medal in the OSL in '05. Shark's a fairly new Zerg player. And the map will be a completely new map for the MSL and for StarCraft pro gaming in general. It's called Athena. Interesting map, large 4-player map with 3 raised platforms in the center of the map with expansions. And I feel like this could play both into the Terran or to the Zerg players' hands. Terran players, of course, can use those raised ramps easily to have tanks shell the middle ground, whereas Zerg players can actually defend them, though, quite easily if they pick up those expansions, which all have gas, and just defend them with 1 lurker each. It reminds me a little bit of Longinus with the raised expansions in the middle of the map, and hopefully we'll have a good game here. And I have to say, Game 1 was quite a surprise there. Lucifer pulling off some really tasty cheese there. I wouldn't call it bad cheese. That was gourmet cheese there. Maybe like, a good, expensive French cheese. I'm trying to think of any specific ones. I do have one with breakfast also. Boursin cheese. I do like Boursin cheese. It was some Boursin cheese. Yeah, he... doing the proxy DTs, pressuring Nada with the Dragoons, stopping Nada's second scout from getting out, and just generally killing Nada with good speed and just a well-executed attack there. So Nada will be facing off against the loser of this game in the loser's game, Game 3 of this series. In any case, now, here we have Shark spawning in teal at the 6 o'clock position, and we have Goodfriend spawning in purple at the 9 o'clock position. And yeah, so Athena, interesting map, fairly wide secondary also, a natural expansion, and ooh, looks like Goodfriend, yeah, he's building a supply depot right next to his command center, so it looks like he's not deciding to wall in here. He could be going for a fast 2-racks though, that would be able to protect his front door in time against a fast rush there. Yeah, so this map, I've been reading that some people think it could be biased towards Terran, and especially a Terran versus Protoss matchup, because the Protoss will really have no answer to Terrans placing tanks everywhere in the center and being able to shell all the central areas of this map. And that could be quite interesting. We have yet to see that kind of game yet, of course, this being the first game I've seen on this map so far. It looks like probably 2 racks being set up there for Goodfriend. Looks like 1 rack's up, and it looks like, oh no, I'm sorry, I got a little surprised. I thought it was a proxy hatchery for some reason. It looks like Shark's setting up his natural expansion here, so it looks like a 12 hatchery build for him. Totally standard, of course. Yeah, so a little sad to see Nada get defeated in Game 1. Of course, as you probably are aware, I'm a huge Nada fan. If you don't believe me, I did even a little Pimpus play video of him destroying some of Zealous' tanks. It was from one of my commentaries, but it's just one little clip that I really liked about Nada. Nada's just, I think he's just such a solid player over time. He's aged gracefully through many generations of StarCraft, unlike many players. Even, sadly to say, even Boxer hasn't sort of aged so gracefully in adapting to the new pace of games, the more macro style of gaming nowadays. Of course, Boxer has had to go to the military, and Nada hasn't, but Nada overall has definitely kept up with the trends in gaming, much more than most players have who've been around since 2001 or so. But enough about Nada here. Looks like Goodfriend is going to set up his expansion here. He's going to go for a fast expand. And I was totally wrong then about the 2 racks, I guess. Once he saw the fast expand from the Zerg, he knew it was safe to put on his own second command center, and he's done just that. Gas going up for the Zerg player here. Shark at the 6 o'clock. And Shark is a player on NBC Hero, and Goodfriend's a player on Estro. And if you guys get a chance, check out the triple commentaries that Moletrap, Vol, and Diggity did for Group A of the Arena MSL. I'm sure most of you have. If you're subscribers to me, you probably are subscribers to them also. But they did a great job on Group A. And looks like the SCV that's scouting is going to get killed by the first 2 Lings here from Shark. It'll be interesting to see what Shark does on this map. I think with the difficulty of the terrain in the center, he might decide to go for Mutalisks, and with sort of the diagonal position here, you could get into the back of the Terran's base fairly easily with Mutalisk. So I assume he's going to be going for 3 hatchery into Mutalisks, although Lurkers could be quite powerful in this map, because if you manage to get one of the central expansions, there's 3 of them, you can hold it fairly easily against a Terran attack just by placing a ramped Lurker or 2. Looks like he is going to morph to Lair here after killing off the scouting SCV. So, yeah, after doing this game, I actually don't have that much schedule for the next week or so. So, once again, I always exhort you guys to send me your requests, but it really, your requests really can matter in terms of what games I choose from the classic world and from whatever I feel like, basically. The last 2 Zerg versus Zerg maps were replays were chosen because you guys asked for them. So, yeah, please keep the suggestions coming. And it looks like Goodfriend unable to get another scout into Shark's base. Goodfriend is good force of Marines here, and it looks like his academy was going up inside his base, so he's going to be prepared for this little Zergling harass here, I think. But looks like about 12 Zerglings there for Shark. He might be able to pick off an SCV or 2, and looks like he's going to try to do just that. But Goodfriend reacting fairly quickly. Looks like he's actually going to pound away at the command center a little bit. So good work by Shark there, just stopping the mining for a while, and that's actually stopping for quite a while because all their SCVs have retreated all the way into the base, and it seems that Goodfriend just needs those medics out before he can go on go for a push to clear out his natural expansion. Looks like Aspire is going up for Shark now in his main, so I guess he is going to decide to go for Aspire first. Sort of a very standard 3 hatchery Zerg build so far. And of course, this is kind of build that Savior, Jaedong, all sorts of top Zerg players have used nowadays. But there are, of course, alternates to this. We see Oversky practicing some really interesting 2 hatchery tech builds, going fast Lurkers in the recent past, and that's also worked out for him. Just for the people who think that this is the only thing that TVZ does, that Zergs do against Terran, it's absolutely not the only thing they do. Yeah, so